Geez, we're going all right in the bucks, I tell you what. I don't think we've missed it on a pot yet. Another 2 rippers. How good does that look? Sand crab, chili, garlic and tomato pasta. What's going on, legends? Welcome to another Sammy Hitzke fishing adventure. Now a couple of episodes ago, maybe even a few more, I'm not sure, you would have seen we did a crabbing episode and we caught 19 sandies and it was absolutely awesome. So in light of that success, guess what I got back in the boat? I've got a stack of crab pots, I've got a stack of bait, I'm going crabbing. Joined by my cousin Riley here. It's his first Sammy Hitzke fishing adventure. Look, of course the wind is up, it always is, but we're going to give it a red hot crack. We're going to drop the pots for an overnight set, see if we can't get ourselves another feed. Any final thoughts, mate?
Let's do it. Bring on the wind.
Bring on the wind. He didn't bring any sunscreen. I'm going to cover up. I'm white, he's got a tan. His side of the family got the tan and my side got the good looks, so it was a good trade. It's a good trade, but
yeah, one or the other.
Yeah, it was one or the other. As you can probably hear in the microphone, there is a bit of wind on, but it's not as bad as last time, so we're going to get out there, set some pots and see how we go.
Let's do it.
Well, if you remember from last episode, Lindsay was telling us that if there's blue jellies kicking around, it's good for sand crabbing. Well, I'll tell you what, there is blue jellies galore around today, so hopefully that means we're in for a good crabbing session. We've got to beat 19 from last trip. I reckon we can do it with a 20 or 30. Imagine 30. 30 will be a good feed. Can't wait. Well guys, we've picked yet another windy day to do it, but that's all right. So pretty well just gonna reenact what I did with we did with Lindsay. This time we've got no school mackerel, unfortunately, but I've got mullet heads. You can just buy these from BCF. They should be nice and stinky. Got my own pots this time as well. So this is their maiden voyage. Hopefully these ones are raid proof. I haven't got my setup down pat as much as Lindsay does, but we'll get there. Get out of it. All right, legs are in. Flip it over. That's closed. Grab your rope. Took Lindsay's advice. Got them all ready to go. The only thing I did different from Lindsay is I got my ropes already tied on to the float. One less step. Apart from that, should be ready to rock and roll. Tie it to the top side there. I reckon we're good to go for pot one. Rightio, first pot. Clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose. Now we just got to repeat 7 times. Pot number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Lucky number 5. Again, we're targeting that 3 to 4 meters of water kind of range. That's where we got them last time, so hopefully they're there again. Number 6. Number 7. Lucky number 8. Good luck. Find us some crabs. Well, that's the hard work done. It's always good to have a decky on board. No, it is handy having 2 people. 1, you can have 8 pots instead of 4. 2, you got someone to steer the boat and keep it straight while you're setting your pots. That was very helpful, especially when there's a bit of wind on. But we've probably got about an hour of light left. Hit the highway and you'll be seeing us bright and early in the morning again. We've got to try and avoid those pots getting raided or stolen, so we're going to get back here pretty early. With a bit of luck, no one goes out there tonight and does the job in the dark, because that'd be pretty underwhelming. We got 2 raided last time, so I'm hoping to beat that record and get none raided this time. Be nice to actually keep the crabs you you earn, but hey, there's some out there, unfortunately. Mate, is this your first time crabbing?
Yeah.
First crabbing session?
Yeah.
You beauty.
Second time out with you.
But you
First time crabbing.
You do like a feed of crabs though, yeah?
Don't mind it, yeah.
See, that's where I've stuffed up. What you got to do is find yourself someone who's either allergic to crabs or hates eating crabs. They're the people you want to take crabbing. That's the goal. Same with prawning actually, but nah, it's all good. If we get, I reckon I'll just keep 20 and anything over 20 you can have.
Getting to 20 will be alright.
Yeah, no, if we can get to 20, that'll be good. That'll be good going. I'll be pretty stoked with that. But yeah, we'll get the boat back on the trailer, get home, get some shut-eye, and we'll see you in the morning. Everyone cross everything for us. It used to be that there's crabs going. It's now fingers crossed that all your gear's still there in the morning. It's a sad state of affairs, the current crabbing crisis, I guess you'd call it. But yeah, see you in the morning. Righto guys, good morning. It is pot pulling time. Now, funny story. On the way home, Riley got a last minute call up for work today, so he can't join us. Got Big Macca.
Yeah, g'day guys.
He's volunteered to come pull the pots with me before work, so we've got to do this pretty quickly. We're at pot number 1 now. It's time to see how we've gone. All right, pot number 1. Yep. Hey, we are on the board. There's a couple of bucks. Yeah, a couple of keepers there. It's a good little start. We might be looking at a 3er there. The old sandy empty. Oh, there's a. That one's a cracker. Let go of it. He's hanging in there. Rightio. Let's see what we're dealing with here. You'll see the marks there. Legal. You're not. Jenny. Jenny from the block. Jenny from the block. 3 big males. Stop strong arming him. Pot number 2, I can see some. Yeah, there's a couple of scorers there. Chill, bro. Oh, you're a keeper. You're good. Oh. Chuck that one in the back. Just the one. Righto. What do we got? Oh, this one looks good. Holy struth. Yes. The boys are on here. Couple of bucks too. We did all right out of that one.
Yeah, nice guys.
Crab. So we haven't missed just yet. There's a good number of crabs in this one. There should be some. We've got one legal buck, 2 legal bucks. Mark up. Three legal bucks. Big Jenny from the block. Oh, he almost got me. 4 legal bucks. And I reckon the rest are no good. Righto. Well, that was a good one. Little 4-er. No Jennies from the block, but we all bucks. Maybe a 3-pot. I think we're in for a 3. Whoa! Yep, 3. Alright. What's this up to? 5?
Numero 5.
Numero 5. Yeah, the boys are on.
Yeah, there's a few crabs around, I reckon.
The boys are on. Everyone's a bit pinchy. You look small. You look small. Jenny from the block. You look like you're coming with me. You are. As are you. Jenny from the block. Another 4-pot. Jeez, we're going all right in the bucks, I tell you what. I don't think we've missed it on a pot yet. Yeah, it's 1. That's 2. Don't try and strong arm me, bro. Whoa! That's 3. What number is this? 7. And then 8's over there. You beauty. Well, we didn't get any pots stolen, that's a good thing. And we've got crab. Oh, maybe 2 scorers. Oh, maybe 3 scorers. Just 2 for this pot. We haven't missed out on a single pot yet, and I don't want to jinx it now. Oh, almost in the drink then. And we're not going to miss out on this one either. What?
Too many fishes on the dance floor.
Jenny, Lego. Only the 2 from that one.
Like 8 Jenny.
Those boys are having a mad time. Another 2 rippers though. Not bad at all.
Oh,
Not bad. Good size. Well, ladies and gents, that was a pretty good little crabbing session. So we're back at HQ now, and I'm just about to cook up some crabs. Now, I thought it wouldn't be a proper episode if I didn't show you how to cook something up. So we're going to cook these crabs up. That's not the main part though. I'm going to show you one of my favourite little crab pasta recipes. Now, this one here, it's an absolute cracker. It looks really, really fancy, but it's really easy to do, which is why it suits me down to the bone. But first, we're going to cook up some crabs. Now, I did show you guys how to boil and steam up crabs in my last crabbing episode. I'm going to be steaming them up today using the Lindsay method. You guys who have seen the last crabbing one, you'd be very familiar with that by now. For those of you who haven't seen it, I'll quickly go over the main points of it now, just so you guys know what to do if you're going to try out this crab pasta for yourselves. Now, what you need to do to copy this method is you need to get a bit of water boiling. So I've got about 3 or 4 litres at the moment in the pot. That's coming up to heat. Now, Lindsay did say you can do this with straight fresh water or salt water. Just out of habit from cooking prawns and crabs, I'm going to use a bit of salt water. This isn't measured or anything like that. And then, of course, the very secret ingredient, honey. Give it a good little squirt in there. And then give it all a stir to mix it through. Now, while that water's coming to the boil behind me, I'm going to show you a little tip I use to keep the basket elevated up out of that boiling water so it doesn't boil your crabs, it steams them. Now, you can use like a really high trivet like Lindsay used back in that other video, or I found one of these works really well. It's a cake tin ring. I don't know what the actual name for it is, but that gives you a bit of extra height so you can put that in the bottom and then rest your basket on top, and that keeps it nice and elevated. Handy little tip. Maybe don't tell your missus though, she probably won't appreciate it. Righto, cleaned up and ready to rock and roll. Now I'm only going to do 4 up like this. The old boy's put in an order for some greenies, so I'm going to give him the rest whole, but this will be perfect for the pasta dish. So time to get them steaming up. The water's boiling, I've got the spacer in there. See that boiling away nicely. Time to chuck some crabs in. Perfect, sitting up out of the water, plenty of steam. Now time to get the lid on. Now they'll just boil away and do their thing, and yeah, keep checking them. They should be done in about 5, 6, 7 minutes. There's no real set time for this method because it is using steam. So it all depends on the amount of crabs you've got, how much water you got there. So just keep on checking it. Once those shells go bright red, then you know it's not far away. Give them an extra minute or 2 just to make sure the insides are cooked. Good as gold. That's what cooked crabs look like. They are ready to rock and roll. Kill the gas. Whoop, get them off the heat. Rightio, that's the crabs done. Now I'm going to chuck them in the fridge for about an hour. That's going to cool them right down, stop the cooking process, and make them a lot easier to deal with once it comes to time to pick the meat out. All right, now the crabs are cold, and it is time to pick the meat out. Now this is probably the part that puts people off sand crabs the most. Yes, there's no denying they are a little bit fiddly. It is a little bit of extra effort to get the meat out as opposed to say something like a mud crab. But trust me when I say it is well and truly worth it. That meat is so sweet and tasty that if it takes you an extra 10 minutes to get a feed out, so be it. It is worth the hassle. I'll give you a quick run through of how to break apart a crab anyway, or at least a sand crab. Picking crabs puts you in a lot of danger of dehydrating. Oh, it's a boy. It's truth. So ward off dehydration. Grab yourself a cold one. Trust me, it'll make the job 10 times easier. The meat will just fall out of the crab. Grab your crab. So they're already in halves. So that's half bit done. Now you want to pretty well start at the back and work your way forward. So what I like to do is get my thumb here, and you'll see there's a bit of a hard shell all around there. There's a little hard casing around the meat. Now I like to get my thumb up and just crack all that around, and then turn it around and crack the base, because this back swimmer here, we can get that out in one piece. Are we going to get it? There it is. That is pretty well the sand crab equivalent of a mud crab lollipop. So you've still got to get a bit of the hard stuff off. Bit of that shell there. There. And then all that is meat. That is all tasty meat. So if you're gonna just pick and eat crabs as you go, that's gonna be your golden piece. And I've just lost a bit. Lucky I cleaned the sink out. So all that, twist out, and that is a prime addition to our pasta. Now from there, you got the little stuff. So you crack the back flippers, give it a squeeze with your thumb. That's all meat there. You can do that pretty well every segment. Sounds gross, but it's like popping a pimple. And now we work our way forward. So that next leg, bit of meat there, out it comes, some shell, another bit of meat in that. Grab that out. Snap that joint off. And same thing, squeeze. And all that meat comes out there. Now you do that exact same process for those 3 legs as well. But we'll just focus on getting it out of the body now. So that's a bit of meat. So there's little chambers, and they run off the sides or off between those legs. And they kind of, you can break them apart and the legs come with them. So outside each chamber is all meat. It's just a matter of picking it out. See, that's got the 2 hard bits either side. There's shell there and shell there. So you pretty well just get your thumb into it. Oh, broken it away. Now when you do that, that's where your skewer comes in. Put it at one end, push it out. There you go. Empty bit of shell, big bit of meat. You do want to do a pretty good job here and be pretty spot on with your picking. You don't want too much shell, because nothing ruins a meal like crunching down on a big bit of shell and then spending the whole rest of the meal worrying about getting another bit. Kind of takes the focus off how good your cooking skills are. So that's the claw. You've got the meat that sticks out the end that was in the segment, so make sure you grab that off first. This is where we start using a bit of brute force. And you can get lucky with these, you can get it all out in one bit, or 9 times out of 10, if you're like me, you stuff it up and it doesn't come out in one bit. So, yep, there we go. So we're gonna use our butter knife, just crack along that bit of claw, peel it, and like that. Nice bit of claw meat. Now we've got that next knuckle, so same thing. You give that a hit, you can see where it joins. If you hit it where it pivots, that's how you get them off easily. comes. Now this one, big candidate for the old push through. Got it eventually. It's truth. Righto. Now the claw. Now there's two ways you can do it. You can attack it from the top and pull the top off, or if you're just trying to get the meat out, you're not trying to make it look good or anything, you can just kind of bash your way along like I'm going to, and just all comes out in one go. But you're gonna get that claw off. There we go. There's the middle section. If you do manage to get it out all in one go, don't forget about that guy, he's got to come out. It's not good eating that bit. Oh, it's a sticker. The old skewer meat. Yeah, so you can see it. Well, there you go. That's half a crab done. We've got a bit of meat there. Probably won't need to use all four for the pasta today, so I'll shell a few more. Probably want about half a dish or maybe a bit less of crab meat for this pasta. That's to serve too with a bit of leftovers. But I'm going to finish this beer and get stuck into the rest of them. You guys don't need to watch me do that. It'll take forever. Bit of work involved, but trust me, it is worth it. So yeah, leave me to it. We'll get back to you shortly. Delicious, white, tasty sand crab meat. This is just the beginning. Let's get cracking on this pasta, because look, peeling those sand crabs may be hungry. I'm not thirsty, I'm well hydrated, but I think it's time to get cooking. All right, so the ingredients we're gonna need for today, obviously your beer. Keep that well stocked because we're cooking, you're gonna need it. Obviously we've got our crab meat there. Depends on how much pasta you wanna make, is how much you need. That's 4 crabs worth. That'll feed 2 people very easily. We've got some garlic, minced garlic. Now you can cut your own garlic up yourself. I'm not feeling that enthusiastic about it, so I've got the jarred stuff. Same with chili, you can cut your own chili up. I'm being lazy, I've got chili paste, chili in a jar. I've got some crushed tomatoes, and I've got some lime. Of course, bit of pasta as well, but that's not till a bit later. So first thing we're gonna do is get cracking on what's gonna hold our sand crab together. Now sand crab is very delicate, it's a light, delicious sweet meat, so you don't wanna overpower it too much. So you don't wanna put too much in this pasta because you just lose the crab altogether. So you wanna do enough to complement it, but not too much to overpower it. That's what I learned in chef school anyway. I don't know, I just make it up as I go. Let's get some power. Let's get a bit of heat going first, and then yeah, we'll start the proceeding. Okay guys, chuck a bit of oil in the pan, then we're going to chuck in about half a tin of crushed tomatoes. That's a 410 gram tin, and depending on how much you like garlic and chili, how much you put in there. I'm going to chuck 2 in there, maybe 2 and a bit. I like garlic and I like chili, but I don't want my mouth burnt out, so only about one scoop of chili, probably. That'll do it. You want to give that a stir around and allow it to saute. Look at me splashing it all over the place. I'm going to be in trouble. Mix it all around and allow it to kind of cook the flavours through. Now while that's on the fry pan, you want to take that time to sip your beer, but also chuck the kettle on because you're going to need some boiling water very shortly for your pasta. So, hot tip, kettle first, that's going to streamline the whole boiling process. You're not going to be sitting there waiting for 5 minutes while it boils. Just get the kettle on, get it cranking. Should mention this is on quite a low heat, so you don't want it too hot. You just want to kind of, I think the word saute or simmer. Simmer is probably a better word. Just want to simmer it and allow those flavours to cook through. Cook the garlic a bit, cook the chili a bit. Just get all those flavours permeating around. Now to stop our pasta from sticking, apparently a little bit of oil and a pinch of salt. Now, if I'm wrong on any of these facts, don't blame me. I'm just a humble fisherman. If it tastes good, that's all that matters. With the pasta, maybe a touch more. Now I'm using the fettuccine style of pasta, so it's a bit thicker than the spaghetti. It's kind of like flat-sided. Righto, the pasta's in and boiling away. It's around this time. We want to grab our crab and add it to the fry pan with our tomato, garlic and chilli. Give it a big stir through. Now, a little hot tip now is don't stir it too much, because you want those bigger pieces of crab to stay intact. You don't want to kind of separate it all and get it all stringy out. You want to keep those bigger chunks there, because they're going to be your little gold nuggets that you find as you're digging through your pasta. So just, and also you can use like a flat-sided spatula like that. That doesn't break it up as much as one of those like claw things would. So something like that just allows you to kind of mix it through, move it around without tearing it all apart. Pasta's done, give it a strain, and then we're going to chuck it in the saucepan with our crab and our tomato, chili, garlic mix. Okay, in we go. We're going to add a little more oil just to keep it slippery, and give it a stir. Finally, you want to grab yourself a lime, cut it in half, and squeeze it all over your pasta. Then give it one final turn through. Ladies and gentlemen, have a go at this. Try not to ruin my awesome presentation here. It's starting to slide. Let's get that camera for a bit of a close-up. How good does that look? Sand crab, chili, garlic, and tomato pasta. Looks an absolute treat. Tastes awesome. There's only one thing left to do. Bit of garnish. Bit of parmesan over the top. Ooh. Well, ladies and gents, I think we're going to call it a week on that note. I have a big pile of pasta to get stuck into. And you guys, well, I guess you got to go out and catch some sand crabs and give this a crack yourself. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you do try the pasta, make sure you let me know. Let me know what you think, because I absolutely love it. I reckon it's top notch, really simple to do as you saw, and a great option for you guys to give a crack and try and impress someone special to you. So thanks very much for watching. If you like to learn something, as always guys, hit that like button, leave us a comment below. If you're new to the channel, it's new fishing action, and I guess a bit of cooking action coming every single week. Maybe not every single week on the cooking. I can't cook every week, I'm not that good. Until next time guys, hope you're getting a few fish. If you want a hat, make sure you check out my website, sammyhitzkefishing.com. Have a good one guys. Bon appetit. All important taste test, just to prove it's not poison. I wouldn't lie to you. That is absolutely spot on. Give it a try guys. Have a good one.